1.7. Find perimeter, circumference, and area. Formulas for the perimeter, area, and circumference. You should already have these memorized. If you don't, you need to take a little while and go ahead and memorize them now. Okay, so perimeter of a square is the distance around. We know we can add up all the sides, but it's better to write the formula as 4 times s. The area of a square, people usually say length times width, like the area of a rectangle, but we can also say it is side squared, side times side, since the sides are the same. On a rectangle, the perimeter around is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Again, the area is length times width. A triangle is, there's no great way to say this one, so it's just A plus B plus C. So you just add up all the sides. Area is 1/2 base times height. Circle is, circumference is 2 times pi times the radius. Now sometimes you'll see this 2 times the radius is also the diameter. So sometimes you'll see this formula as pi times d. Doesn't matter which one you use. Area is pi times the radius squared, pi r squared. Okay, example 1. Find the perimeter and area of the rectangle. Tennis. The inbounds portion of a singles tennis court is shown. Find its perimeter and area. So the perimeter is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. So 2 times 78 plus 2 times 27. Multiply that out and then add it together. It should be 210. Now we always put a unit on it, so 210 feet. Area, length times width, 27 times 78. And that is 2,106. And so area is always squared units, so 2,106 feet squared. Now, notice how they write this, and this is how I want you to write it. Formula first, then insert the numbers without any math, and then do the math. Remember to put your units on it. So all these problems should have 3 lines. Okay, go ahead and do that checkpoint. Start again when you're done. Okay, example 2. Find the circumference and area of a circle. Let's go ahead and read this box. The approximations 3.14 and 22/7 are commonly used for approximations for the irrational number pi. Unless you're told otherwise, use this 3.14 for pi. So, archery. The smallest circle on an Olympic target is 12 centimeters in diameter. So that's the bullseye. Find the approximate circumference and area of the smallest circle. First, we need to find the radius. The diameter is 12, so the radius is half of 12, or 6. Then find the circumference and the area. So 2 times 3.14 times 6 equals 37.68. Circumference is a distance, so it is a plane unit, not a squared unit, so centimeters. Area is 3.14 pi r squared. R is 6 again, so 36 times 3.14, 113.04. Area is always squared. Okay, checkpoint. Do those two, and then start again. Okay, use a coordinate plane on example 3. Triangle JKL has vertices 1, 6. So let's go ahead and plot that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put the numbers beside it because you'll end up using the numbers. And then K is 6, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. And L is 3, 2. Okay, and this was J, K, and L. First, draw that triangle. Okay, now we need to find the distance of all three. Yes, you will have to use the distance formula at least twice on this. You don't have to use it on JK because it's horizontal. So all we need to do is use the absolute value for that. So that 6 minus the 1 here is 5 units, so it's 5 units long. Now on J to L, let's put in the numbers for the distance formula. We have the difference in the x's, so 3 minus the 1 squared plus 2 minus 6 squared. And so that leaves us with 3 minus 1 is 2, 2 squared is 4, 2 minus 6 is negative 4, negative 4 squared is 16. So we've got 20. And then if we put that in our calculator, which is what that little symbol means approximately, we'll get 4.5 units. Now, let's do it one more time for L to K. So we have 6 minus 3 squared, and then 6 minus 2 squared. So 9 plus 16 is 25. 25's square root is exactly 5. So now all we have to do is add them up. So the first one was 5. Second one was about 4.5. And the third one is exactly 5. So it's 14.5 units. If they don't give us a unit, go ahead and put the word units on it for perimeter or squared units for area. Okay, example 4. Lawn care. You're using a roller to smooth a lawn. You can roll about 125 square yards in 1 minute. How many minutes does it take to roll a lawn that's 120 feet long and 75 feet wide? You can roll the lawn at a rate of 125 square yards per minute, so the amount of time it takes you to roll the lawn depends on its area. So we need to find the area of the lawn. So length times width, so 120 times 75, that's 9,000 feet squared. The rolling rate is in square yards per minute. Rewrite the area of the lawn in square yards. So there are 3 feet in 1 yard. Let's go ahead and, I don't like to do it this way, let's go ahead and do it up here. So we have 9,000 feet squared. And then, let me move this over so I have some room. I want to change that to yards squared. Okay, so I need to get rid of the feet. If I want to mark out that unit, I have to put it down here. I put yards up on top because that's what I want. Now, if I do that, I can only mark out one of these feet. So I'm going to have to do it again to mark out both of those squared feet, or both of those feet. That doesn't make sense, does it? Okay, but now I have yards times yards, and that's what I have. So let's put our numbers here. We know there are 3 feet for every 1 yard. So I'm going to take 9,000 and divide by 3 times 3, or 9. So that makes 1,000 square yards. Okay, let's go back over here now. And that is our answer for this blank, 1,000 yards squared. Now, is that what we want? No. So we know that now the area of the lawn is 1,000 square yards. Rolling rate is 125 times how much it takes us time. So we can divide 1,000 by 125. It should take us 8 minutes. Okay, example 5. Find the unknown length. The base of a triangle is 24 feet. Its area is 216. Find the height of a triangle. So area equals, what's the formula? 1/2 base times height. We're going to substitute in for what we know. 216 equals 1/2. Base is 24. We don't know the height, so we're going to leave that as h. What's 1/2 of 24? It is 12. 216. So we need to divide 12 from both sides. So that leaves us our height as 18 feet. Checkpoint. Okay, go ahead and do the checkpoints. And that's it.